Hey, family. I wanted to share something that is deeply moving me, and that's what I'm calling the Trump effect. What is the Trump effect, you may ask? That is the effect that Trump is having within the US, but also globally across the world when it really comes to commodities, securities, investment, and revenue, specifically currency. The Trump effect will be the single largest shift in money the world has probably ever seen. Why? For the first time ever, we have a president since World War II focused on rebuilding the world in a new way. Why is that? Well, the US has gone through a liquidation effort, calling it that, since the 1970s. Why do you say that? Well, since we've depegged off of the gold standard, money and currency has been printed to the moon, as some would say. And really, the US dollar has largely lost its utility and value in terms of the currency. And I mean specifically how much weight it actually holds since the institution of the Federal Reserve was created. I think we all kind of know that at this point. So, what is Trump doing? The Trump effect is two things: creating tariffs so that people come to the table for conversation, if you say it that way. And second is forcing the value of the dollar to go down so that the Federal Reserve will continue to print money. Why would he do that? Well, for a couple reasons. The main reason is that he needs to take any savings he can from Doge. Well, we need to see that actually go into effect, don't we? But until then, he needs money to make things move again. So much money was printed during Biden's early administration, it caused a ton of inflation that the Federal Reserve was basically, controlling how much additional money would be printed. Remember, the Federal Reserve is only a printing factory, if you will. With that, though, the Trump effect is going to be a focus on tech, innovation, and cryptocurrencies. Why do you say that will be his focus? Well, that's the only place that there's large amounts of money still to be made. Remember, at the end of the day, they're all about generating a 10x, 100x, 1000x return over time. There's only one place to be able to do that, and that is specifically tech and cryptocurrency. Of the trillions of dollars that he is generally pulling into the United States, it will go into only basically one sector. The factories will focus on tech, the factories will focus on limited manpower, and the factories will focus on energy. Because AI and crypto require two things: tech and energy. That's it. So you're going to see a Trump effect of doing two things: generating large amounts of cooperation around liquid currencies across the world, which we've already seen, and two, generating large amounts of new innovative tech. AIs could be one component of that, but crypto is going to be a larger component of that, especially in the short run. There's only one asset class left to generate the returns that the world demands, and that's cryptocurrency. Why? If you look at the percentage of currencies across the world, Bitcoin, as the largest cryptocurrency, is still very, very, very small in its total asset value. It's only $3 trillion. When you've got over 100 trillion and hundreds of trillions of dollars still in that asset class that need to go somewhere. They want to deploy capital somewhere. And Trump is going to give the mechanism for people to deploy capital. That's the Trump effect. A pull through of currency into asset classes to generate businesses, generate value at magnitudes and scales we have probably not seen in probably since World War II in 70 years. So get on the ship. So I've said since February, if not January, Trump is like Noah. The world is going to flood. We are going to see a new economy done in a new way, and Trump is going to take it there regardless if we want it to or not. Get on the boat, get some crypto, and really ride this ship to wherever it goes. We talked about in the last video, what are 3 assets in crypto I believe are going to do well. Again, that's going to be XRP, Doge, and Shiba Inu that we spoke to about in the last one. Are there others? Absolutely. And we will absolutely talk about those in more detail of what I believe is God giving me vision and words around specifically. Again, we are talking prophetically, we are talking about asset classes, and we're talking about the Trump effect. This is solely going to be focused on what I believe God is asking and saying that we need to do. Again, love y'all. God bless. Talk to you soon, and have a good one. Peace.